Good evening once again, all my friends out there in YouTube land. This is Foolkiller5150. And tonight I'm going to be sharing with you all an awesome gift package that Foolkiller5150, my buddy Steve from down there in Arkansas, sent me. And he's a really cool guy. We're not only do we collect comics and toys and stuff, but we're into a lot of the same stuff. So he's a good guy. We communicate a lot. And I guess it was probably close to a month ago, I messaged him and said, hey, I got a couple books I want to send you, but it may take me a couple weeks because, you know, I just went to a convention. I got another one I'm saving money for. But as soon as I went to HorrorCon, I guess it was about a week after that, you know, we set this trade up almost. And like I said, it started, I just got like, you know, 2 books for Steve. And I said, I want to send them to you. And then he started posting these trade videos of doubles he had available for trade. And I said, I need some of those New Mutants. How much you want? He's like, oh, please, dude, I'll just send them to you. So through us both trying to send each other a couple free books, it just mutated into a bigger trade because we'd communicate, you know, about some doubles we both had, and ended up sending each other some packages here. And man, Steve sent me a lot of books, a lot of awesome stuff. And Steve, I just want to say, I don't have a single solitary book in this whole package that you sent me, so that's really awesome. And Steve enclosed the letter here. It says, Matt, I hope the books fill some holes in your collection. I added a book that I hope you do not have. I had an extra copy, so here it is. Thanks again for thinking of me at the con. Anything you need, just give me a shout. Thanks again, Steve. And let me tell you, Steve, this didn't fill a hole in my New Mutants collection. It filled a canyon, so thank you. And I have fond memories of this series from when I was a young kid and just reading these books. And I have 1 through 5, so I can't wait to get started on reading these now. So thank you again, Steve. And I'm just going to get into the books that he was nice enough to send me right now. Starting off, we have New Mutants number 6. Awesome Bob McLeod cover there. He's a great artist, and he was on this book for a little while from the get-go. This is New Mutants number 7. New Mutants number 8. Another awesome McLeod cover. And I remember reading this as a kid. You know, these are the covers that spoke to me as a kid. You know, I just started reading this. It was a sort of new series. And I see this on the rack, and it's you know, Sunspot and Cannonball being forced to fight in this gladiator arena. And I can't remember this guy's name, but I know I had these 2 issues, and I can't wait to read them again. So I'm going to be getting into those this week. This is New Mutants number 10. Another awesome Bob McLeod cover there. And this is part 2 to that storyline, obviously. New Mutants number 11. And now we're getting into, this is a cover by Walt Simonson and Tom Mandrake. How awesome is that? How awesome is that? New Mutants number 12. And Tom Mandrake did a few covers here for a while. A lot of awesome artists worked on this book. New Mutants number 13. This is a Brett Blevins cover. Another pretty cover there. And New Mutants 14. Back to Tom Mandrake. New Mutants number 15. Again, another awesome Tom Mandrake cover of these, whatever these spirits or demons are coming out of Magic's eyes. Awesome cover. New Mutants number 16. And here we get into one of my favorite artists of the 80s. A beautiful abstract cover to New Mutants 19 by the great Bill Sienkiewicz. Just did some awesome work. I love his stuff. You see a cover of his, you know it's Bill Sienkiewicz. He just has an awesome style all to his own. And what's weird is when he first started, like on his early like Moon Knight and other books, I think he worked on Micronauts too. I might be wrong about that, but on a lot of Sienkiewicz's early work, like look at the cover of New Mutants number 1, he really has a style reminiscent of Neil Adams. And then all of a sudden his style just progressed into this really abstract style that was all his own. And I think the first thing I saw he did was the Elektra Assassin miniseries, and started buying a lot of his stuff after that. But he did a lot of awesome covers. A lot of awesome covers for Marvel. And this is a cover I remember having this too as a youngster, New Mutants 20, Badlands. I love this Sienkiewicz cover, Slumber Party. And it's a shot of the new team. But look at this price box, this Warlock price box with the crazy Marvel writing in $1. Good stuff. Double-sized issue number 21. $1 for a double-sized issue back then. What's it, like $7 now, I think, for a double-sized Batman. Anywho, New Mutants 23. Steve was awesome enough to send me. And this is a great Sienkiewicz cover with Cloak and Dagger attacking Sunspot. And I can't tell if that's Rain or... It might be Wolfsbane. I think it's Wolfsbane, not Magic. But just awesome light and dark cover there by Sienkiewicz. Issue 23. And New Mutants 26. Another awesome Sienkiewicz cover. So, Steve, thank you for all those New Mutants. I mean, that was a ton of books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14. 17 issues. You sent me there a New Mutant. So, like I said, that didn't just fill a hole in my New Mutants collection, Steve. That filled a canyon. So thank you for those. Can't wait to get into reading them finally. Also, I'm a huge Batman fan. He's definitely my favorite DC character. Probably my favorite character overall in comics. And Steve did a video of books he had for trade, and he had a bunch of Batmans that I didn't have. So he sent me Batman 482. Cover by the late Jim Aparo. And these are the ones I was really looking to get a hold of. I'm pretty much got all the Nightfalls now, thanks to Steve. I think I'm missing like 2 or 3. So that was awesome. He sent me Nightfall Part 3, Batman 493. Just an awesome Kelly Jones cover. Kelly Jones draws such a like gothic horror like Batman. And Nightfall Part 9, Batman 496, another awesome Kelly Jones cover there. Batman 502, Night Quest, The Crusade. That was with Azrael as Batman. And another Kelly Jones cover. This is an awesome cover. Batman 504, another Night Quest issue with Catwoman dominating the new Azrael Batman. Kelly Jones cover. Awesome stuff. These I didn't have either. This is Nightfall tie-in, Shadow the Bat, number 16, part 1 of the God of Fear by Alan Grant, Brett Blevins, and Dexter Manley. Nightfall tie-in, God of Fear part 2, Shadow the Bat 17. I really like that cover there. I don't know if that is that Blevins? I don't think it is. I don't know who that is. I'll have to look that up. And this is the conclusion to the God of Fear Nightfall tie-in. Shadow the Bat 18. Awesome stuff. And here, you know, we had communicated about some of the Batmans and New Mutants, and Steve threw these in. I really appreciate it. You didn't have to do it, Steve. You already sent me so many books, but I really appreciate it. Steve was being observant. Me and another cool YouTuber, Ravage X9, were having a discussion about Spider-Woman. I came across it's either Spider-Woman 1 through 6 or 1 through 7 at a really awesome sale price. So I scooped them up, and Steve saw the conversation I was having with Ravage about how I only had 1 through 6, and I still need to get her first appearance. So Steve was awesome enough and thoughtful enough to throw this in, which you really didn't need to do, but thank you so much, man. He sent me Spider-Woman number 10, Carmine Infantino cover. And I used to love the Spider-Woman cartoon as a kid. I think it was from the 70s, but they rebroadcast it in the 80s. And I remember it was only on for a little bit, and I really liked it, and then they never showed it anymore. So, you know, I've always said I should go back and get the Spider-Woman books, and I should get those cartoons too. I have a lot of the cartoons that I liked as a kid, but I do not have that one. So Steve helped me continue to get an awesome head start here on this on the Spider-Woman run. Got a nice start. This is issue 27. The Enforcer, and I really like these next two covers. Not sure who did this cover. I'm gonna have to look that up, but that's an awesome cover to Spider-Woman 28. And these two issues guest star Spidey, so glad to have had these. He sent me also the next part of that, issue number 29. What an awesome cover that is. And I think that's John Romita Jr. and Bob McLeod right there on this one. I don't think it was them that did the other one, but I could be wrong. But this is, and you know, Hippie and a few of us have talked, like, a lot of people really hate on John Romita Jr.'s style now, and I understand why I don't like it that much. It works for Kick-Ass in some books, but I just don't like it as much. And when you look at his stuff from the 80s like this, and his early work on Amazing Spider-Man, Contest of Champions, I mean, so much good stuff he did in the 80s. I mean, look at his rendition of Spider-Man there compared to what he draws now. You know, a lot of his more legendary covers have been drawn in his new style that I don't like as much, but I much prefer that version of Spidey by John Romita Jr. So, for whatever reason, he changed his style, and I agree, I don't like it as much now, but John Romita Jr. was a very good artist. And maybe he felt like he drew too much in his dad's style, which there's nothing wrong with that, because they're both great, but I really like John Romita's style from this era much better than his current art. That is an awesome cover. So thank you, Steve. And this is the coolest of all. He threw this in because he heard me say I needed it. Marvel Spotlight 32, first appearance of Spider-Woman. What a hell of a gift, man. Thank you so much, Steve. That is awesome. I mean, and this is a pretty damn nice copy, too, honestly. It has the dating up there, which I really don't mind that much. A lot of my books have that. And Overstreet really doesn't consider it that much of a flaw. So, but I mean, it's pretty nice everywhere else. I mean, it's got a tiny, super tiny fold up there. Barely can see that fox here if I can get some focus. You can barely see it. Little tiny bit of rubbing up top there. It's kind of the glare. Yeah, see, not really, just a little bit on the corner. Minute rubbing top corner. Little mark at the bottom of the staple there, and a little rubbing on the bottom corner. But that's an awesome copy. And a cool-ass cover with Nick Fury. I mean, wow. Thank you so much, Steve. I kind of had a crappy week. And, you know, nothing major. Just your normal BS that you don't feel like dealing with. But a lot of extra helpings of it this week. So, you know, I was really pleased to watch your video of the package I got and see that you enjoyed it. It may sound stupid, but it made me feel a little better about my week, too. I was like, cool, at least, you know, I thought about him, you know, when I was getting this stuff from Michael Golden and Herb Trimpe, and I know he liked G.I. Joe, and, you know, I don't think those guys are doing a show near you this year, and I just thought, you know, it'd be a cool thing to get you. And it sounds dumb, but it really made me feel good and feel a little happy that you enjoyed it. And then you sent this, and man, that just made my week, because this is a book I don't have and I needed to get. So, man, every one of the, I mean, God, I don't even know how many books you sent me. It was probably close to 30 books, if not more, and I didn't have a single one, man. So, thank you again. An awesome, thoughtful gift from an awesome person. If you have not checked out Steve's channel, Foolkiller5150, check it out, man. He's got awesome comics, awesome toys, baseball memorabilia. He's got an awesome collection, a nice guy, great stuff, great videos of his stuff. You know, if my non-tech savvy ass remembers, I'll put a link down there, but if not, He's on my sub list. Check him out, Foolkiller5150. And again, thank you, Steve, man. You made my weekend. I've got so much awesome reading ahead of me now. Can't wait to read these New Mutants and these Spider-Woman comics. So thank you so much. Everyone else, thank you for taking the time to check out this video of this nice, thoughtful gift package from a good friend and a nice person. So all of you, take care, have a good weekend, and happy comic book reading.